What's up, everybody? Happy Friday evening. Little bonus stream for you all. Hey, Spoon. So, if you were just hanging out on Discord watching Ricky O, that was a blast. If not, just showing up now for the more ninja action. This is Revenge of Shinobi on Sega Genesis, a game that needs very little introduction. Probably the best intro to a video game. Oh my god. Troop, hey, welcome back. Alright, let's do this. I'm fired up. Let's rock. So I've been playing this a few times this week to prepare, so hopefully it has not been in vain. Try and crush it. I beat it for the first time earlier this week. That last stage is insanity, but I've got the maze memorized, or at least the route you need to go, so this should go pretty smoothly. But yeah, this game, one of the earlier Genesis titles. Sega really came out swinging with the Genesis. I was surprised to learn recently too that apparently it didn't do super well in Japan. The Saturn was actually the most successful Japanese Sega console. I should say Saturn did the best in Japan out of their consoles. But in the West here, I think the Genesis took it easily, at least in the United States. It's really big in Brazil too, I think. True, no idea what that film was called. This starting was pretty fun. That was Ricky O, the story of Ricky. He takes out the warden at the end, after the warden transforms into a hideous ogre. Yeah, Spoon, the guy on the title screen, that's Sonny Chiba. It's just straight up like a lot of box art back, in this period of gaming. It's just a trace from, I believe, one of his films or TV shows. Something Kage, but yeah, that's straight up Sonny Chiba. Which reminds me, this game has had, and it's probably an unusual amount of revisions for a game of its vintage. Just because there's so much copyright infringement that was going on with this game. You'll see, if you haven't played this before, several bosses are straight up very popular pop culture characters. You'll see. Besides, the game's been revised a bunch, between its original Japanese release to its initial Western release, all the way to, inclusion in like multi-game packs to, I think most recently, the Wii Virtual Console, like the mid-2000s, when they finally changed the title screen. So I don't even know statistically how much stronger the power-up makes your shurikens. I think it's like a factor of 3. True, played Ninja Turbo using mouse keyboard uses my mistakes. Try a controller. Yeah, it should work with 360, and if you use like DS4 Windows for like a DualShock 4, that should work too. Nice overall, so glad I was in stock RPG Maker Combat. Yeah, the few projects I've got going on with RPG Maker, they're all like real-time. I think you can do good combat with that built-in RPG Maker battle system, but my preference, I just like the real-time stuff more for what I'm developing. Everything was cohesive though, well put together and say thank you. Alright, we focused a little bit on this stage. It's got some BS platforming. They're very hard to see enemy shurikens against the waterfalls there. Yeah, wait for that next log. This game, of course, has a classic soundtrack. Same guy who did Streets of Rage. It's Yuzo something. I can't remember his name. Yeah, I gotta check Lisa out. I saw Matthew recommended that. Matthew Matosis recommended it a few years ago. I haven't checked it out, but I should. But there are definitely some sweet RPG Maker games, for sure. I don't want to blow too much smoke up Spoon's ass here, but Spoon has made some really cool RPG Maker games that are on rpgmaker.net that are both pretty far from conventional and both really, really cool. And unlike mine, have totally original sprite art, which is really good. This is like the quintessential 80s inner city beat. Ah. No! Oh, clutch. No, I didn't do all the sprite art. I did probably like 10% of the sprite art you saw in that game. You know, I did some of it and tweaked others, but what I was saying was Spoon, Smoking Spoon, our friend Spoon here, has a few games up on rpgmaker.net that does have all original sprite art, unlike mine. And they're really good. I love this boss fight. It's probably a little late, but we throw out my cursory, like, epilepsy warning here. This game definitely has lots of flashing lights and colors. Oh. Yeah, it is a really cool effect. So I was born in 1990, so I wasn't there when this first came out, but I imagine the Genesis as a console was probably pretty exciting, considering its primary competition was the NES, at least from a graphical perspective, you know? This game really makes you feel like a ninja. There we go. Excellent. Not too long of a game. It's probably about, if you're good, you can probably blast through it in like 40 minutes or so. It will probably take me closer to an hour, but we'll see. So it's a little hard to see, but we have our first copyright infringement there. That's our pal John Rambo with the flamethrower. In case you're wondering what the hell is going on with the sprites here, there's actually 2 layers in this stage, and by doing the double jump, you can flip back and forth between them, which is a little confusing. This stage and the later one when you're on the highway is kind of brutal. Like, I'm trying to pick it up. Oh well. One of those stages where spamming the big mash shurikens are definitely easy mode. Yeah, I'd say these are probably the least effective stages in this game. I think it's fun all the way through, but this one and the highway are like maddening. There we go. Surprised we're not still getting Shinobi games. It seems like kind of a no-brainer franchise to bring back for Sega. I think the last big release was the one on PS2, which was a good game. I enjoyed it. It's very, very, very challenging. I'd say it's probably the hardest one in the series by a significant margin. But I don't know. I haven't played any of those like Sega All-Star Racings. Is the Shinobi guy in any of those? Joe Musashi. That PS2 one has that gimmick you saw with some games there where you constantly need to be killing throughout the stage in order to keep your health. Much like a Togi from Software game. Alright, this boss is, you might want to turn the sound down for a sec here on this one. This is, not the best boss fight. Get the power up though, so it shouldn't take too long. So you'll see when we get to the last boss here, it's kind of similar to Dracula in Castlevania 4, where if you have the power up, it's a breeze, it's no problem. And if you don't, it's like nearly impossible. It's a huge difficulty spike. It's the factory, or the car part. Yeah, the junkyard. All right. So yeah, wait till we get the boss of this level here. See who it is. There's Rambo again. I think he was the first one to be changed in the revisions. Our pal Rambo. Nothing is over. So just firing his flamethrower into the junk there. I got a feeling that stream did this in Shinobi 3. Excellent. Yeah, I'll play all the Shinobis on here. Yeah, this is good. Shinobi 3 is good. PS2 game is good. And I think the original arcade game is good. I haven't played too much of it. Those are the only ones I've played, though. It's one of my favorite tracks in the game here. Like, proper traditional techno track. This bass line. Oh yeah. Almost fell directly into that lava. Boom, dun, dun, dun. So there are quite a few platformers on the Genesis that have this kind of style. Where the stages are kind of like figure eights, you know? I think this is probably still one of the best examples of it. It's like those X-Men games. I mean, the second X-Men game is definitely better than the first, but stuff like, was it Chakon Man? The Immortal, or whatever that is. Some of those like platformers where there's just no direction through the stage. It's just this like mess of a maze. This does a good job with the direction though. Sega's take on Ninja Gaiden. I think the first Shinobi predates Ninja Gaiden, I think. Both started in the arcades. So the original Ninja Gaiden is an arcade game. I think Shinobi was first. I think. As far as the console games, the NES games predate this one, but I think the arcade Shinobi was before arcade Ninja Gaiden. Could be wrong though. Look who it is! That's right, it's our pal Arnold. Shurikens. And not only is it Arnold, but he straight up turns into the Incredible Hulk as we fight him. Oh. In terms of that ninja game I'm working on, this is definitely a reference point. As far as the balance of like the shurikens and the sword play. You know what's interesting to me too is this is 89, so this is pre-T2. I mean, come on. Because they were really big fans of Terminator. You know, Arnold's cultural impact on video games in the 80s and early 90s cannot be overstated. Hulk Terminator. What a transition. You just wait, it gets even crazier. I don't know how they didn't get sued. I mean, that's why they changed everything. But it's just a different time. The next few are the most blatant. Oh. Just flipping all over the place. We gotta ride this one up here. No! How's that laser noise, huh? Oh my god. Dramatic death. I didn't say there wouldn't be a few. This is the big money music right here, though. Counting the dollar bills. Yeah, well, I'll play through all of the Shinobi games on stream here at some point. Oh my god. Oh my god! Alright, let me focus for a sec. Playing Hollow Knight off stream now and then. I haven't yet, but I certainly will be. I think it'll be the right call, just like you said. You know, it'll be a lot easier to keep the map memorized and actually get through the game. I'm gonna try and finish it within the next couple weeks before Elden Ring comes out. Not that I'm not gonna be playing other games while I'm playing Elden Ring, but it's just the type of game, you know? Like something deep that you're really gonna sink your teeth into, you know? Here we are. It's one of your favorites though, right? Okay, this stage right here is my least favorite in the game. This is a rough one. So, take your time. So this again has the two-stage layer mechanic. Except the difference is these red cars that come flying by are brutal and very hard to predict while you're getting harassed by the ninja ladies disguised as nuns. Yeah, patience is a virtue here. Oh, no you don't. So I've been noticing something while I've been playing Genesis games. I don't know if it's... Yeah, those cars getting run over, there's a lot of damage. I think I might have to replace my Genesis SCART cable. Some kind of like weird screen issue going on. It almost looks like a brightness test on the right side of my screen. It's like I can still see the game and everything, but there's almost like a layer of gray stripes. Basically like diminishing in brightness, and it only happens with the Genesis, so hopefully it's just a cable thing. What usually gets me in this stage is, while trying to dodge the ninja ladies and double jumping, I end up inadvertently crossing back to these, like that. Crossing back over to the first layer and dying. Alright, here we go. We got it this time. Famous last words. Focus here. I don't waste any more time on this level. Unlike most games like this, there's no time limit, at least as far as I'm aware. So it's fine to just take your time. You don't have to rush. That's the other thing, getting caught up on those vertical pillars as you're trying to double jump and then not timing it right, I would say is probably the biggest design flaw of this game. At least something I would describe as a design flaw. It's just not very intuitive. Hey Mouse, welcome back. Yeah, probably for the best if you want to maximize enjoyment. The game deserves full attention. I agree. That's why when I'm first... Oh my god. That's why when I'm first playing Elden Ring, I'm not going to stream it at all, because I just really want to soak it in, you know? Yeah, basically, don't jump unless you absolutely need to. You're totally ready to transfer. There we go. So you have to be in the background to get past these pillars. So maybe it's best just to hang back here and just try and get through it as quick as possible. Interestingly, you can't hit the nuns while they are still... I should say, you can't hit the female ninjas while they're still in their nun garb. I mean, we all know who they are. Alright. This boss is one of the easier ones in the game. Another robo boss. Let's check this out. I was watching a speedrun of this the other day. It's a little trick I found right there. The electricity never actually goes up there. It's like, seems obvious in retrospect, but I guess it wasn't obvious to me first few times I did it. Too easy. Another thing with this is like, okay, drop the muscle memory of switching layers. It's all good. Yeah. Check this out. Oh, too late. After you blow up that last one, you can actually jump off the train to the right, and you'll survive. I'm pretty mad at myself for spoiling so much of VR already, but it's so hard not to look when you're waiting for years. Gone cold turkey for the last month, though. Good. Now is the true spoiler season. So now is really the time to hang off. Okay, by the way, best track in the game. Listen to this, Chinatown. I mean, everybody's dancing. That is such a great song. I love this. huge Sega Genesis bass line. An FM bass. Listen to that. God, that rocks. Based bot. Yeah. Really? Okay. Don't do stop. Tip, just go into your YouTube search history, search for Elden Ring, from delete all so you won't get recommend anything to it. That is a good tip. Thank you. I didn't know that. We're 2 weeks from the game. Is this real life? We're so close. It's one of the trickier jumps in the game right here. Can't stop thinking about Rikio. I know, isn't it incredible? A lot of movies like that, and a lot of movies in that era, they have all this great stuff at the beginning and at the end, but a lot of the middle sections, frankly, and I say this as a big fan of the genre, a lot of those 80s and early 90s Hong Kong martial movies are really bookended with the good stuff. Rikio, though, is one of those rare movies where the entire thing is awesome. It's a brisk 90 minutes. It's great all the way through. It really never drags. No, it's fantastic. I purchased there was a couple different UK Blu-ray remasters of it, and what we watched tonight is pulled from one of them. But I bought the physical copy, so anyone from their legal department, if you're listening, 88 Films, I did buy it. Your fancy big box set of Rikio. Came with a poster and everything. Maybe I should put that up. Once we get into single day waiting, it's going to be agony. Yes, it is. The people you can see on the train down there. Cool touch. Another cool level. I may or may not be ripping this stage off wholesale in my ninja game. We'll see. Close one. I need to come up with a title for that, by the way. I don't plan on just calling it Ninja Game. I love that effect there. The transition to the outside of the tunnel. It's a subtle thing. I mean, not a subtle thing. It's a simple thing, but it's really fun. I like that. And then appropriately, you don't have to deal with those protruding platforms anymore. Those weird close-ups right before someone's head explodes always crack me up. Sure, the term is for it. Yeah, that is awesome. Huh. Ninja by Noir. Oh, check it out! Who could that be? Who could this character be shooting webs at us? Looks familiar. Oh, I love this game. Oh, this is deadly without shurikens. Yep. There's something in the air that night. I'm trying to think of that song. I know what you're I know what you're doing. Base Spider-Man. This is the real Spider-Man. It's Italian Spider-Man. Making me a macchiato, pussycat. It delivers on the promise, though, Ninja game. That it does. Now I need to come up with something cool and ninja sounding. May or may not include the word ninja. So, okay, now that we've taken out Spider-Man, what's the next stage of this fight? Oh, Batman! Okay. Saga. The goats. Wow, blasting right through this game. It's even shorter than I thought. So I was thinking turn to Venom maybe, but nope, Batman. This track is one of my other favorites in this game. Really, really cool. So we're finally going to use one of our other ninjutsus. You get 4 of them. Ikazuchi is the one we've been using, which basically just gives you more health and protects you against losing your power-up if you get hit until it runs out. Kairu is like a screen clearer, like a big bomb. Fushin gives you a big jump. Then Maijin's like a suicide bomber, which will basically kill anything except it uses one of your lives. We need Fushin. Now we turn into Jelly Ninja. Great baselines. Even with the super jump, this is still a tricky jump to make. Kick Rambo in the face a few times. Watch out for these ninjas. The guy that's about to pop out and throw a shuriken over here is a bane of my existence. Alright. That one right there. You son of a bitch. It's alright. Plenty of lives. Plenty of continues. I do think this is... I don't think you can beat the stage without using that power-up. You really better hope you got plenty of shurikens here. Otherwise, you're in for a world of hurt. That sound effect. Oh, he got me again. I read an interview with the director of this game a couple days ago. He's like, we definitely made sure to put some enemies in the most annoying spots possible. And you can really see that in stages like this. It's all good though. That balance of love and frustration is why these true. Wouldn't be a high def stream without a Sopranos reference. It's one of my follies. Remember Pearl Harbor? Yeah. That's a good one. You know, that was my bad. I completely forgot about it again. But as fortune would have it, I landed just far enough to the right of the shuriken to bounce me in the correct direction. Yeah, Polly's great. Everybody loves Polly. Because I think we all know a Polly in our lives, you know? I mean, outside of the mobster stuff. I have a couple uncles on my dad's side who are Polly in the flesh. Here we go. Jump of fate. No! Yeah, specifically, this one uncle I was telling, yeah, a friend of mine, he's moving to Japan for a few years to go to school. And very similar response from him. Alright. You focus. Stop thinking about the Sopranos for a sec. Just watching. Oh, the shuriken. It's alright. So we got 9 lives per continue. We're in good shape. I'd say this is probably the hardest stage in the game. The next few aren't really so bad. And we're almost there. I mean, there's only a couple stages after this. Triple is great. The one scene where he's talking to the TV to himself like a child. Yeah. Guys, notice these floating rafts have the Zed logo on them? Like Zed, his crime empire expands so far that he also puts out rafts. It's probably life jackets too. Now, while you guys are out doing pirate stuff, make sure you wear your life jacket. You son! Oh my god! Miracle! Landing right there. Alright. Where is that ninja? Where are you? I want those shurikens. I want those shurikens. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. We're done. Another factory level. That sick beat is back. This track is Chinatown. This track, the one for the last stage, probably my favorite songs in the game. Really rocking the soundtrack. No way to look down, which is a little tricky in a few instances, but I don't think they throw too much stuff at you that would screw you over as a result of that. Now that writing on the side of the box is YU01DA, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the model name of the audio chip in the Sega Genesis the little FM synth. Nice. A trope, like I make build spaceships and robots for once. Yeah. It's like Dr. Evil. He's got his money in all sorts of both illegitimate and legitimate enterprises, like Starbucks. Easy. Who could that be? Hmm. Oh my god. Yes, another shameless. This game is too much, I know. Isn't this great? And catch him in a loop. It's the easy way to do it, though. Shuriken to the face, drop down, dodge the tail, repeat. Easy. So, this was, again, one of the characters who has changed in later revisions. They basically, it was a pretty cool design what they changed him into. They just turned him into like a big, like, skeletal dinosaur. Like he's just, you know, a big skeleton with like his organs and stuff visible inside. Pretty cool. If I can fight Mickey Mouse next him out. Not quite. I don't think even Sega would have messed with Disney. Yeah, this is second to last boss. Still only a couple more stages and then the game's over. Alright, let me just keep on the rhythm here for a sec. So this is one of those games where getting a game over actually kind of increases the difficulty a little bit, because after a certain amount of points, they extend your life bar. You might have noticed that it got longer and is now shorter again after using the continue. Yeah, you lose the health bar extension if you get a game over. Pretty simple boss if you get into this pattern. I wouldn't say the bosses are really the strong point of this game. As you can see, it can be a little repetitive. Some of them are good, I guess. They're okay. There we go. Easy. Darth Vader being the final boss. Maybe. Daikon 4, the yellow playing on it. Amazing short. No, I haven't seen that. Alright, 2 more levels and then the end boss. Ooh, Zod's Lair. I mean Zed. Zod's the guy from Batman. No, Batman. Superman. See, I got all these characters in my head now. I'm getting all mixed up. Kneel before Zed. I mean Zod. Another great water stage here, though. Check this out. I love that little effect of the rain landing on the platforms. Really simple. It's just literally moving a couple pixels back and forth, but it works. It looks pretty convincing. Get out of my face. Oh! The lack of a time limit is, I think, kind of tied into encouraging you to be a little bit more conservative in certain aspects of the game. So in terms of your forward movement, you know, you don't always just want to be like blindly rushing ahead. The song sounds kind of familiar. It is the same track from a few stages ago. The last one where I was jumping around the water. Alright. Two ways of doing this. He kind of alternates between swinging low and swinging high. So you can do it that way. Or you can just push him back far enough where you don't have to worry about it. Like that. That feels really good. You get into the groove like that. I used a crop piece of it for the video's thumbnail, but this game has some really cool box art and cartridge art. One of the better ones on the system. Really classic. But this is a great looking game. I've mentioned him before, but there's a YouTube channel. Oh shit. I stood up a little too early there and it pushed me right out. I've recommended his channel before, but Sega Lord X on YouTube is a great, really great channel. Uploads constantly, unlike me. And he's just, it's mostly, as you might imagine, all things Sega, but really good, well-produced videos. Nice and interesting. It's like he's of the opinion that the quality of the Sega Genesis library, within its first few years, where it was primarily Sega developing a lot of these games, it's kind of a stark contrast to the later years of the Genesis, where in attempting to just get more games on shelves because their consumer base had expanded, we're turning to more and more kind of brand new rookie Western game developers. People and companies who hadn't necessarily made games before. And some of the later, like, not so good Genesis titles are as a result of that. The first few years of the Genesis, though, really awesome. Alright, you guys ready? Entering the last stage. Get ready for some intense music. How hardcore is that? It's like, you ready? Are you ready for the final encounter? Greetings, mortal. Are you ready to die? So the stage is a giant maze. And you can very easily get lost. The enemies don't respawn, fortunately, but fortunately, I do know the way. You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you? Get a hold right as soon as you come out of that door, so you land on this platform. These doors with the circles on them are the ones that you'll go through if you pass in front of them. And it's automatic, so you need to be careful. You don't actually be walking directly in front of the door. You gotta jump over it like that. There's a little secret right here, too. Check it out. Get all the good stuff. Get all powered up before our final encounter. There's one more secret at the end that I'll show you guys. You're definitely going to want to pick up. In case you lose it, like that. I wonder if you can actually push this guy through the platform. Guess not. Almost there. So in case you missed that opening text crawl, the objective of this game is to avenge our sensei, who's killed by Zed, and also rescue our ninja girlfriend, who is also kidnapped by Zed. And this game actually has 2 endings, depending on how you do in the last battle. It's not common games of this age. So here's the secret right here. And unfortunately, I think I might have just screwed myself over because we now have 0 shurikens. So we'll see how this goes. Oh boy. Oh, it gave us 5. That's nice. So the ceiling is coming down on our poor girlfriend back there. So we need to make sure that it doesn't make it all the way down. Of course, we're now out of shurikens. So that's a tall order. Oh god, it's gonna be close. Oh god. Uh-oh. Alright, we're doing it without the power-up. This is gonna be... Remember when I said it's either very easy or very hard? We've now entered hard mode. Oh boy. Cross them fingers. Yeah, every time you throw a shuriken in there, it temporarily pauses the ceiling descent. The tricky part is dodging that hair, which is, as you can see, very hard, very unpredictable. Remember this boss being pretty tough. Yeah, it's without the power-up, it's brutal. I should have looked at my shurikens before I entered that last the point of no return there. Could also try this. See how this works. Suicide bomb him to death. Yeah, let's see how this works. Let's try another approach. It doesn't look like it's doing very much damage to him. See how the bosses, they turn red as you take them out. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen. At least Joe's girlfriend's still alive. Now, if I had come in here with shurikens, with the power up, this would be a breeze. Let's try and do it. I'm gonna just focus for a sec here. Yes! Oh, man. Without the power-up, I can say I did it. Holy shit. Whew. That hair is so unpredictable. Anyway, that's it. We did it. We rescued our girlfriend, too. See? No compromises. Listen to this credits music here. Nice parallax scrolling too. Really, really cool music. Another fantastic track. Genesis had some really sick music, didn't it? I mean, obviously the Super Nintendo did too, but this era for games is just on fire. So many good tracks. Apparently I didn't get the version that has the credits. It's okay. Revenge of Shinobi. Great game. Love it. As I mentioned a few times now, I will at some point play Shinobi 3. We'll even check out the PS2 Shinobi. We'll play them all. It'll be a ninja summer this year. But yeah, I decided this will be a shorter one. You know, I'm gonna end the stream. So we had the movie, that was great. Played through Revenge of Shinobi, excellent too. I'm gonna go finish up dinner, go do a lot of dishes, which I'm not looking forward to. But I'll be back this Sunday for the thrilling conclusion of Metal Gear Solid 2, which I am extremely stoked for. That's going to be so good. Probably will be another longer one, but probably like... Oh, we'll see. Yeah, definitely like at least 3 hours, so gear up, grab a snack and a drink and whatever. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. I hope you have a great Saturday and Sunday, and until I see you next time, everybody, good night, thanks again, and adios.